love, you're listening to the Died on Ashanta podcast. I'm a resilience strategist and migrant integration specialist who has spent the last 20 years traveling, working, and studying throughout the Caribbean, North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. As a globetrotter, I quickly learned how to bounce back from crisis and how to thrive in new and strange places. I've used my training and experience to develop a resilience-based framework, and now I help others to get over the hurdles that come with living in a foreign country. Now on this podcast, I invite you to join me on this journey of living with simplicity, joy, and resiliency. From green smoothies to goal setting, we'll cover it all. We'll talk about all the things that help us to thrive through the storm. Welcome to episode 1 of the Died on Ashanta podcast, and today we are going to explore what it means when we say resilient. Now, we talk about resilience all the time, but are you sure what it means? Well, I had a look at what dictionary.com has to say, and pretty much when we talk about resilience, we're talking about your ability to adjust to or recover from illness, adversity, or major life changes. Pretty much it's saying it's your ability to bounce back from crisis. But how does that look when you examine different parts of your life? Well, of course, in a physical aspect, we're talking about your ability to either resist or recover from disease, right? When you talk about the physical aspect of your life, then we're looking at how you mentally and emotionally cope with difficult situations, whether it's a major stress or just some challenges that make life a bit hard. And then, of course, there's a spiritual aspect of resilience when we look at your ability to go after your purpose, to follow through on your passions, to be persistent in getting what you want out of life, and more than anything else, to have the patience to endure the challenges that are inevitable in life. So resilience covers every area of our life. But today I want to focus on the physical part, physical health. And when we look at the 4 pillars of health, we are talking about how we can sustain and kind of refuel on our energy to do things. We're talking about our immunity, whether it is to resist or recover from disease, and then of course our beauty. After we have fed our bodies, we have fought off disease, then I guess whatever is left over makes us look good, right? So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about physical health. And so what are the 4 pillars of physical health? Well, for one, it's talking about how you nourish your body. We're talking about how you move your body. We're talking about your sleep habits. And the one that's easiest to ignore and neglect, your ability to relax or play. So the 4 pillars, as I described them, are to nourish, to move, to sleep, and to play. And of course, this is how we keep that roof up that we call health. So if you come up with a visual in mind, imagine 4 pillars, and on top there's this brilliant, strong, and powerful roof that protects you, that makes you look beautiful and allows you to endure whatever winds will blow, troublesome winds that will blow in life. So that's what the pillars are. Now, it just so happens that this week happens to be Sleep Awareness Week. And during Sleep Awareness Week, health professionals want us to focus on the connection between sleep and health. And I know particularly in the past 2 years, as the world has handled this kind of communal crisis, we have neglected our sleep a lot. Many of us didn't have great sleep habits, or what some people call sleep hygiene. We didn't practice great sleep hygiene to begin with, but it was further exacerbated, and many people are chronically sleep deprived. And so Tomorrow, actually March 18th this year, is being observed as World Sleep Day. And the theme happens to be quality sleep, sound mind, happy world. And if you think about it and you understand the mind body connection of how everything works to keep us healthy and vibrant, if you can get quality sleep, then you can function and operate with a sound mind. You won't be easily agitated. You won't get into lots of conflict with people. You will communicate well with those you have to relate to. You will have a clear mind and be sharp and quick to respond when you need to get things done. And then, of course, all of those competencies and abilities allow you to create and sustain a happier world around you, because you won't be arguing with people. You won't be losing your temper with let's say your children or your colleagues. You won't be suffering from brain fog. You won't be feeling exhausted and like you can't accomplish things. And so I think it's really important, if you haven't paid attention to how much sleep you're getting, the quality of your sleep, then before this week is out, stop, Google something, look for something on social media related to to sleep awareness, and see if you can commit to one thing. You probably want to know, what can I do to improve my sleep? So the one tip I'm going to give you is take a nap. Yep, that's it. Take a nap. If it means that you're going to set an alarm for 20-30 minutes and just close your eyes and start moving, then let that be what it is that you do to start cultivating better sleep habits, sleep practices, and at least you will be giving more attention to a probably very neglected pillar in your good health. So let's do that and see if we can use this one simple habit to cultivate more joy and increase our resiliency in just a very simple way. So that's it for this week on the Died and Ashanta podcast. I really enjoyed your feedback from last week, and so of course I've come back with another proverb for you. But before I share the proverb, I want to tell you about a book that I really love. If you're interested in how to improve your health and to work on these 4 pillars of good health, then check out Perfect Health is Unquestionably Yours by Dr. L. Donovan White. You can get the ebook version on Amazon for $3.99 right now. It's my number one favorite health book because it's very holistic. It looks at all the kinds of toxins that we accumulate throughout our lives based on how we function, the lifestyles, habits that we cultivate, and I'd highly recommend it. So if you haven't read a copy yet, go ahead and grab it, and I'm hoping that you will be a big fan of that book. And so our proverb now, of course, comes from South Africa, and the proverb says, good health is worth all your money. Isn't that brilliant? It's absolutely true. Good health is worth all your money. So put your your mouth where your money is, or your money where your mouth is. Whichever way you want to do it, take care of yourself. And I look forward to talking with you once more. See you next week. Thanks so much for listening, love. If you enjoyed this episode, head over to diedandashanta.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's message. Be sure to drop your email address so I can send you some helpful resources, updates, and the occasional music video that I may have on repeat. Make sure you subscribe and spread the love with someone you care about.